was he academy or did he?
Academy, yeah.
Because I was looking at him. The two things I would say is that I was looking at him going, he is never going to work in WH Smith's. The FA Cup against Chelsea, lost 3-2. Really good game. What's the thoughts? What's the feeling in the camp at the moment?
It's strange because I feel like, obviously, you never want to lose a game, especially when we've been on in the League and Cup a really good run this year so far. But it did remind me quite a bit of. So I remember the first year in the Premier League, and our first game was Liverpool away.
Oh shit, the bed. Oh my god.
We lost 4-3, I think it was.
Wow.
So obviously, be gutted that you lost, but everyone came back in the changing room and was like, "Wow, like we can kind of handle ourselves at this level." So I think it was almost like a confidence boost at that time, and obviously a lot of the boys against Chelsea the other night hadn't played Premier League before,
right?
Or maybe hadn't played a lot of it. And as a team like that, I think it gave us, like, we knew we could kind of handle ourselves against them.
Oh, it really looked like that because it was a real game of it's all Leeds and then it's all Chelsea. You know what I mean? There was never a division apart feel to the game.
No,
at all.
It was a really good game, wasn't it?
Oh, it was an amazing game, but there was massive parts of it where you dominated as well. Like, it wasn't just hanging on. You know what I mean? There was like they were really on the back foot. And when I know Chelsea aren't the top team, but you know, on paper they should be.
Yeah.
So you're playing against players that have been, you know, a 90 million price tag on there. Is that weird as well? Going, God, he cost 90 million. That's weird.
No, I think like you know how fans look at it, where they say, "Oh my God, he cost 100 million, he cost 90 million, he should be doing this, he should be doing that." I think as players, you kind of realise that really the price tag's out of your control. So.
Oh yeah, of course.
We know that like they're good players, and a lot of them obviously we've seen before, but you don't really get too drawn in by the price tag. You know when someone's good and when someone's had a good game. And the funny thing was that, and I know everyone's been talking about it now, but the person who probably played the best was free. So in terms of Archie.
Oh, Archie Gray, yeah.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Was he academy or did he?
Academy, yeah.
Because I was looking at him. The two things I would say is that I was looking at him going, he is never going to work in WH Smith's. Like no. he said, like like he is not going to have to do a shitty Saturday job. He's not going to, you know. Basically, he's got a career, isn't he? He's got a career because that. Like I always think those players, you know, when young players come through. To really come through and last, you don't just come through and go, "Oh, he's done well at that level." They have to explode and go, "God, he's like he did there." You know when like Rooney came on, you go, "I wasn't just like, oh, he can play in the Premiership." He's like, "Oh, he's taking everyone to a different level." And there was a bit of that because I remember like when he slipped and like he was beating two players, slipped, and then I was like, "Oh no," because I know his age and stuff. So I was like, "Oh no," and then he just sort of bounced up and beat another two, and I was like, "Oh, I don't think I need to worry."
Yeah, honestly, the good thing is about him as well that he's so kind of humble. Doesn't really like.
Oh,
I think he believes in his ability, but he doesn't. I don't think he knows how good he is because. He's always like, he's got a younger brother who's in the academy. I think he's only like 14. But he's always like, yeah, he's better than me. He's better than me. Like, he must be unbelievable then.
What a prospect then.
Yeah.
God, it must be weird brothers though, isn't it? Comparing yourself. Because I was thinking about like Anton Ferdinand or something. He was a great player.
Yeah.
His brother happened to be one of the greatest centre-backs that ever played. And you're like, if he didn't have a brother, you go, God, Anton was a cracking player.
Yeah.
But a bit of you goes, what about his brother? You go, no.
He's always tied to it.